Hello, Mixtresses and Mixters. This is Mixtress Ray. You're watching Mixtress video, and um, I think this is pretty typical for me to do a perfume collection video every year around the time that I buy more. Because every year around this time I buy perfume from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab when they launch their Halloween collection, and I have just made my Halloween order, which was built into my no-buy exceptions from the very beginning of the year. I told myself as long as I was following my rules, I was allowed to buy during Halloween stuff from their Halloween collection. So I haven't gotten them yet, but I just wanted to show you where my perfume collection is at, because I think maybe at this time last year I had already kind of culled it down this far, or whenever it was the last time that I made a perfume collection video, which could have been less than a year ago. But I just wanted to show you where I'm at. So this is my perfume shelf. With the exception of, I do have a few ritual oils that I keep in ritual spaces. And I do have some perfume ingredients in my dresser. I have a whole drawer full of like all different kinds of perfume ingredients that I use to make my own perfume, but that's the only thing that's not pictured here. So yeah. Well, and also this little tiny box in the corner here, I will pan over when we get to that point, but there's a few things in that little box as well. So let's just go left to right. This is my most recent perfume acquisition. It is, the brand is Noise, and I don't know if you can see, the title is like in the back, and it's called Unmute. I actually haven't put perfume on today, so I'm going to do that right now. And it is, oh man, it's beautiful. It's got top notes of plum and pistachio, and mid notes of, or heart notes. Is heart the mid? I think so. Heart notes of incense, base notes are basically vanilla. So this is like a spicy vanilla incense, which was exactly what I was looking for. And I just recently found this at Ulta. It's amazing. I was looking for a spray perfume that I can wear every day, because I wear my signature scent, Hypnotic Poison, I wear sparingly at this point in my life because I buy the vintage bottles. So this is Hypnotic Poison. I don't know if you can see the level, but I'm getting, yeah, I got about 2/3 of the bottle left, and I've got one backup. And it's expensive because I buy the vintage bottles. But it gets worn like once or twice a month. This has been my signature scent since 1998. It's been in every perfume collection video ever. This I just recently got, and it's just, you know, a little hippie store solid perfume in vanilla. Don't think it's focusing because there's too much bright light, but it's vanilla, and it's kind of a flowery vanilla. So I don't know, I'm gonna let it age because it might get better with age, but I bought it because it was just this pretty little pot, and I know that eventually once I use it up, I will use this to keep like cat teeth or something like that. So I mostly got that for the container. Next I have a couple of samples from old perfumes that I got rid of that I didn't wear that often, that I got out just for Halloween time. I have the Beep House Samhain here, and one called Every Day is Halloween. I didn't keep the full bottle because I just didn't like them that much, but I gave myself a little sample of it before I got rid of it. This one is also just out for Halloween times. Flor de Muerto. This one smells like marigolds. It's not really my thing. Floral perfumes aren't really my thing, but I keep this one just to have like one floral. So this is my Floral. I just recently bought this at Bath and Body Works. Marshmallow pumpkin latte, because I'm a basic bitch. But I love this, I really do. Like, this is my scent profile right here. It's spicy vanilla. That's what I like. And then this one is just, you know, a vanilla body spray that I got at Walmart. And I actually mixed in some Wicked vanilla from Bath and Body Works because I didn't really like, the Wicked vanilla was too woodsy for me. So I mixed it with this Vanilla Body Fantasies. So it's like about half Wicked vanilla, half as pictured. So I still have some of the Wicked vanilla left, but I gave it away. The full bottle I gave away. Do I have any other body sprays? Oh yeah, I do have one. One not pictured. This one is silly. I bought this at Walmart on a whim one day. Coconut Bliss Hydrating Shimmer Mist. So it's coconut and vanilla is the scent, and it's got this like shimmery alien green sparkle to it. This is very high school girl at the beach. So it's fun to spray on in summer, but it's not in use with any kind of frequency right now. Maybe I'll just tuck it back behind here or something. Okay, we're going left to right. So let's start with the back row. This is Bee Pal's Snake Oil. It's kind of their signature scent, and it is a spicy vanilla patchouli. I don't wear it by itself. It's really pretty. It layers well with other things, and I use it as a perfume ingredient, but I don't usually wear it. I'm kind of letting it age right now because it's only, you know, all vanilla and patchouli scents get better with age pretty much. So I'm just kind of waiting for it to get better. Because right now it feels like it's just not complex enough, but I think it's possible it'll get, I mean, I know it'll get better with age, but it's possible it will get complex enough for me with age. This one is called Snake Smut. I've had for several years, and it is half gone at this point, and it is their snake oil mixed with their smut note, which is kind of like a collection of vanilla musks or sugar musks. And it's got leather added to it as well. So this is, it mostly smells like patchouli, leather, snake oil. So this is one of my snake oil blends, which I prefer a snake oil blend to the original snake oil. This one's really nice. It's really strong. It's kind of masculine. And when if I use terms of masculine and feminine in this video, I'm strictly referring to perfume, you know, in a perfume way, you know? So it's a patchouli bomb is what this is. So I like it, but I wear it like, I don't know, once every couple of weeks or so. This one is called Dark Eye Delightful. I've had for a few years. It's chocolate and vanilla. And patchouli. Those are the main notes. Chocolate tends to get really, really loud and seductive on me. So this one is very much a come hither scent. This one, you have to be ready for attention from men if you wear it, I have found. So it's very much like a 3 of Cups situation on the bottle too. God, I just feel like this is not focusing at all. I don't know if you guys can see it. But anyway, that one I do not wear very often because it's, both of these, Snake Smut and Dark Eye Delightful, are just intense and very seductive. So they will cast a spell for sure. This one is called Margaret Magdalena Muffin Head, named after this beautiful chocolate lab. And this one smells like brownies. Now, I'm not a person that likes to smell like dessert, despite the fact that I love pumpkin spice scents. But this one, I've said this in other collection videos, like ever since I got this, I've said the same thing about it, which is that this is a very specific context for me. It's usually like colder months after I've taken a shower or a bath at the end of the night, so I'm all clean. I put a little tiny bit of this on, because a little bit goes a long way, because it smells like a toasty caramelly brownie. It is strong, because again, anything with chocolate in it just really amps on my skin. So I only wear this one in the privacy of my own home at night. So really, me and Michael are the only people that ever smell this one on me. But I do really like it. It's cozy. It's cozy. This one is called Night. This is my Drusilla scent. It has like, it's kind of like incensey jasmine. It's like more like jasmine sambac or sambach or however you say that than like the fleshy jasmine. It's more, is it indolic? Is that how you say it? It's more of a dry jasmine. I can't usually do jasmine. And this one doesn't have jasmine listed in the notes, but it smells like jasmine to me. Very night blooming flowers. And I've been looking for a Drusilla scent for a long time, and this is it. This is the scent of Drusilla the vampire. So it is and it's very much like a power scent too. I would associate it with like, a spiritual sister of this scent would be passion. Not passion, poison. Poison. The original poison. They don't smell the same, but it's spiritually similar. This one is Nessendorma. I've had it since, I think, 2015 or 2014. This one is a licorice scent, of which I have 3 of. But, and it's like licorice and caramel. This smells like cheap licorice. You know, like a licorice candy, almost like Good and Plenty, kind of like a cheap licorice candy. So this gets worn only like once or twice a year. This is like, I wear it on Halloween or like the days surrounding Halloween. But I have it out right now just because we're getting into Halloween season. Now the front row, my number 1 favorite BPEL of all time is called Clove Cigarettes. And it smells exactly like Dejarin Blacks. I use this to layer a lot. That was a weird sound. I use this to layer a lot. Usually I don't wear it by itself. It's very smoky, as you might expect. I usually put it on and then layer over it, either with my Bird Mad Girl, with Hypnotic Poison, or with this new Unmute scent. So usually this is just a base in order to layer something else over it. But I love it so much, and I have many backup bottles of this because it's not sold on Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab's site, even though they make it. It's sold on like it's like a clothing brand, Thorns. And they only come out with it like once every few years. So the last time they had a launch of this, I fully bought like 5 or 6 bottles. I was like, I'm not fucking around. I want to have this for the rest of my life. Then my other very, very, very favorite, and it's getting low. I have 2 backup bottles of this, thankfully, but only 2. So I hope that they come back out with this on some other Halloween, but it's called Pumpkin Snake Latte. So there's really like almost no milk notes at all in this one. Like, it doesn't really smell like latte. It smells like snake oil and coffee. It smells like a spicier version of snake oil with coffee. But the coffee is subtle enough Like it's sort of a medium roast. It's not an espresso. Because my skin, much like chocolate, it really amps coffee notes and it just becomes so distracting. I just smell like a freaking espresso bean if I wear coffee scents usually. But this one's a subtle coffee scent. And this is like seriously like, I wear this more than anything else here. So the fact that I only have 2 backup bottles and this one's almost empty, I'm a little nervous. I'm having some scarcity problems in my brain with this, as you'll see when I show you my backups. But anyway, I love this a lot. And usually I will put this on and then spray the marshmallow pumpkin latte over it because they're similar. They really are similar. This is deeper and richer and more high quality, obviously, than Bath and Body Works, but they go well together. Like, because this wears off quickly, of course, because it's a body spray. So this is just, you know, part of the top notes process, really, because I'll put this on and then I'll layer the marshmallow pumpkin latte over it. This is my pride and joy, my baby, the one that I made myself. It is a clove vanilla, spicy clove vanilla, called Bird Mad Girl. I love it. I actually do wear this a lot. And I know how to make it. And I have the ingredients to make more. Because, you know, I made it myself. So, yay for that. Someday I'd like to get like a nice label printed or something and put it on here instead of this like peeling label maker tape. And maybe get like a crow for the lid instead of just a random pink bird. But this is what it looks like now. And I love it. This is called the Shadowed Veil. This one is like pomegranate incense and like pumpkin, if I remember correctly. I don't have my perfume journal in here right now to tell you what the notes are really supposed to be. This one is my Lananchi scent. This one is a fairy scent. It's very different from anything else I have. I do not wear it often, but it is just sort of a dark, oh, it's like a cavey incense, something slightly off about it, you know, but in a good way. And it's very much great for this time of year because I think it might have like pumpkin and sandalwood in it as well. I could be misremembering the listed notes, but you know, that's kind of what it smells like. It smells like pomegranate, incense, sandalwood. Yeah. This is a newer acquisition. I mean, I've only had this like a year or so, but I've made quite a dent in it. And it is a very simple perfume. It is basically vanilla and coconut. No, patchouli and coconut, not vanilla. And it's just a very straightforward hippie patchouli too, which is my favorite type of patchouli. I love it so much. The coconut note in it makes me think of summer a little bit, so maybe I should switch this out. So this is where I keep sort of the off-season perfumes and the backups. So, oh, I forgot you can't see that, so I'm gonna have to pan. So, okay, I think I'm going to switch this out, so I'll just keep that in mind while I'm doing this. We'll start on the left. These are all like off-season scents, I think. Hippie, yeah, this is the one I want to get out right now. This one I put my own label on it because I didn't like the B-Pal label, but this is a B-Pal perfume. It's called Ask the Nearest Hippie. I don't really like the name of it, so I just wrote hippie on here. This one is vanilla and patchouli, and with the addition of hemp and weed smoke. And it really does. It smells like a dirty hippie that likes to wear patchouli and vanilla. A pothead. It's a very nostalgic and beautiful scent to me. I love it a lot. I guess I haven't quite gone through half of it yet, but this one was an unexpected favorite. Like, I had almost given it away to a friend when I first got it because I thought, oh, this isn't that complex. It's just a patchouli, vanilla, like whatever. But I actually really fucking like it. I mean, this is just, it's just classic. So I'm going to switch out the Goblin because they both have like the same type of patchouli in them, but this just feels more summery to me because of the coconut. So I'm going to put this one away. This is also a summery scent, Death Adder. It has, mainly it's vetiver, coconut, and snake oil in that. And it is very specific to me. Like, this is the hot, hot months of summer that I wear that. This is another one that I made myself. I was trying to recreate Pumpkin Snake Latte, I think, with this. I ended up with too much coffee in it. No, that's not true. This is my incense perfume. Sleep to Dream is my incense perfume. Waking the Witch was my attempt to make Pumpkin Snake Latte. Okay, this is my incense perfume. And I've found that like strictly incense perfumes I don't really like to wear. But I keep this because I sometimes make ritual oils out of it. Because it does actually, it smells like Song of India incense or something. Oh, this is a perfume ingredient, really. That's what I use it as, pumpkin latte. This is something that I will use when I need to recreate Pumpkin Snake Latte when I run out of all my backups. But it's very heavy on the cinnamon and the espresso. It is strong. It is very spicy. So if you are interested in a very spicy pumpkin latte type moment, they actually have re-released this one for this year, so it's available right now as I'm posting this. But this is last year's blend. But I mean, they're the same, pretty much. This is an old Posset's perfume that has been in every other collection video I've ever made. I really don't wear it anymore, but I used to wear it a lot, so I kind of keep that for sentimental reasons. This one is another licorice scent that I have. Silver licorice. It's kind of like a wintry licorice because there's a type of musk in this that just smells kind of, I don't know, it smells like snow or something. This is like a snowy licorice. So I wear this like once or twice around Christmas time per year. And then all the ones on the right are backups of either clove cigarettes or pumpkin snake latte. So my two pumpkin snake lattes right there. This one is one that I made myself that is a pumpkin snake latte. I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, it smells really good actually. And I used like snake oil and maybe a little bit of the pumpkin latte. Like, I definitely used some bee pals to make my own blend, so this isn't like strictly I made it myself. I mean, I just made it mixing other people's perfumes basically. But it turned out really well, so I just need to remind myself I actually have 3 backups of pumpkin snake latte. And I have this one that is a pumpkin spice snake oil that I bought on eBay that I immediately spilled. And then I tried to mix some snake oil into it because it was also too spicy. It still is. Yeah, it's too spicy. I might need to mix a little bit more snake oil into it. So this one might end up being a proper backup So essentially I have 4. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then the rest of these are almost all clove cigarettes backups. This one is called Rhinotoros, and it is patchouli and vetiver, and it smells pretty similar to Malediction, which is my favorite patchouli vetiver that I have, that I use as a ritual oil. And it's getting low. So this is essentially, this is essentially a backup for that. Sullen Girl, this is a different prototype of Bird Mad Girl that is very similar. So this is kind of my Bird Mad Girl backup. Like once I switch to Sullen Girl, I will work on a new Bird Mad Girl. I'll just refill that same bottle again probably. And what's that? Okay, that's, yeah. So I've got 5 backups of clove cigarettes, 4 backups of pumpkin snake latte, 1 backup of Bird Mad Girl. So yeah, that's my backup category. Very exciting, right? So yeah, as you can see, maybe you can see, I have really pared down my perfume collection. And I only, oh my God, so this is kind of a personal triumph for me. I only bought from the Halloween collection Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. I was waiting all year. I was waiting all year for this one B-Pal purchase. And I'm used to making several B-Pal purchases a year. I was waiting all year, and I only bought 3. I bought 1 for Michael that I think he's going to like, I hope, and then 2 for myself. And usually when the Halloween collection comes out on B-Pal, I usually order 4 or 6. I don't know why, it just ends up being like the last couple years I've bought 4 from the collection, and then usually like a month later I'll like see some reviews or something and order maybe a couple more before they go out because they're all limited edition, blah blah blah. So usually I end up with about 6 from the Halloween collection every year. And I don't know, like I should tell you my track record. I don't end up keeping that many. Like how many of the ones that I just showed you are actually from a Halloween collection? Okay, Flor de Muerto, Pumpkin Snake Latte, Shadowed Veil, and that's it. I didn't keep, there was a black licorice smut that I had at one point. I didn't keep that. I had Every Day is Halloween, and I had Samhain, which I only kept samples of. I got rid of the full bottles. So yeah, for the last, since 2020, so 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, this is my 5th year of ordering. I think I started in 2020. It's possible it's 2019. But for the last 5 years, I have bought something from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab during the Halloween season and during their Halloween collection. And this is it. I've kept 3 of those scents. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope. Isn't that bad? So I took that into account this year, is my point of saying that. I took that into account and tried to remind myself, like, most of the time I get seduced by the gimmicks of these different perfumes and I don't actually end up loving them. So with that in mind, I need to keep my purchase small this year. So even though it was my only time I'm allowing myself to order from them all year long, I didn't go crazy. I could have. You know, I could have bought myself a couple of backups of the scents that I'm getting lower on. I could have bought more than 3 from the Halloween collection. But considering my track record, this time next year, how many of those 3 will I have? Not these 3, but the 3 that I've ordered that I don't have yet from this year. How many of those will I still have? Time will tell. But yeah. That's pretty eye-opening actually to have the visual of this. These are the only 3 Halloween scents I have kept. And out of these 3, this is the only one I wear with any kind of regularity. Like this one I just don't wear, and this one I wear a couple of times a year. Well, maybe more than a couple of times per year, but still. So, I didn't even necessarily need to make a Halloween purchase on BePal this year. But I still decided to do it. But I am proud of myself that I only ordered 3. So, thank you for being with me. This is the second video today that I've recorded where I'm kind of like trying to talk myself into not feeling as bad about purchases. I don't feel bad about my BePal purchase. You know, it was built into my no-buy rules from the beginning. From the very beginning. I don't feel bad about it because I only bought 3 bottles. But there's a high likelihood that when I receive those 3 bottles, I'm not going to like them all. And it's possible I won't like any of them. Ordering perfumes without knowing what they smell like is a fucking crapshoot, and it's not very rewarding. It really isn't. I have found some genuinely good ones, but even out of this pretty small collection, I've got 11 scents on this little holder. Obviously there's a few more in here, but I've got 11 scents in this little holder, and I truly, if we're talking wear them often, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And I mean, yes, hypnotic poison is a constant in my life, so that's still, it's still there. It's still on the often worn. But really, it's just these 5 here. Truly. It really is. Well, okay, that's not true because I do wear this hippie, and I do wear that goblin that I put away. I mean, I wear all of them, but like as far as like actually wearing them pretty often, this is the list right here. These 6. So, yeah, I don't know. If you're thinking about getting into perfume collecting, I mean, in my case, this isn't an insane collection. But most of these little apothecary bottles that I got from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab were about $30 a pop. So, you know, you can do that math if you want. I don't want to. But it's a lot. I've spent a lot of money. A lot of money. But, you know, some people that collect perfume, they collect like designer perfumes that cost like $100 a bottle. I mean, this one was $85. So it wasn't cheap. I really, really like it though. And it's a current scent you can get at Ulta. If you're looking for a great vanilla spice, it lasts. It's pretty much a skin scent. Like, it's not going to project. It's not super loud. But it's an incensey, spicy vanilla. It's great. It's beautiful. If you're looking for something like that. Plus, I think the company is like kind of eco-friendly. They don't use plastic in any of their packaging, and the bottles are refillable. This lid is super cool too. It's like made out of limestone or something, and it's hefty, which I like. Anyway, so yeah, perfumes. What can I say about it? I mean, I do love a good perfume. I really do. It feels luxurious to me to put on perfume. It is a part of my daily wardrobe. And I do like having a variety. Like, I would not want to only have one. Like I said in my last video, I don't consider myself a minimalist, but I am minimalish. And my minimalish heart is happy with having some variety, but I don't like to have a ton, you know? I should say what's not pictured, because I do have a couple of perfumes in other areas of the house. I have a pumpkin spice latte from BPal that I keep downstairs. I use it in an oil burner because it smells more like a candle. It smells more like a Yankee candle, to be honest, than like, you know, a nice perfume. So I don't like to wear that one, but I do use it in an oil burner. One of those ones where you like mix the oil with water and it like steams. So I use that. That's downstairs. I have 2 BPals that I keep in ritual spaces. One is called Voodoo and one is called Malediction. And both of those I've had forever, and I only use them for ritual purposes. Malediction is to anoint tarot bags specifically, usually, is what that ends up being. And Voodoo is usually I just put it on my hands like before pick-a-pile readings and things like that. And then I also have one called Sparkle, which is just a very clean scent that's basically like lemon and lemongrass, camphor, mint. Maybe it's just like very, and I add that to like cleaning products and things like that. And sometimes I anoint spell candles with that one. But yeah. So, ooh, should I do a count? That's going to be difficult to do. Okay, so there's those 3 ritual oils that I have in other spaces in the house. I'm not going to count that pumpkin spice latte because I don't know. I'm just not going to count it. It's not good enough to count. That's not good enough to count either. Because that's serious, like it lasts on your skin for 3 minutes. You know, it's basically just to add some sparkle to your skin. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that, to be honest. But anyway, okay, so there's those 3 ritual oils in the other room. 4, 5, 6. Should I count body sprays? No, I'm not counting body sprays. That doesn't count. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And how many in here are actual other scents? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Those are just backups. So I'm not counting backups. Okay, I have 22 perfumes, since I'm not counting backups. I've got to be forgetting something. That sounds like a very small number for me. I mean, obviously I'm not counting body sprays, so maybe I should. But yeah, basically less than 25 perfumes is what I have right now. And I'm very happy with that. I mean, I obviously have 3 more on the way. One of them I'm giving to Michael, though. So I have 2 more on the way for me, so I will be at 24 at that point. And that feels right, though, honestly. Like, I don't really need more than this, because there's only so much space in the minimalish girl's brain. There's only so much space. Like, I don't, even looking at this relatively modest collection right here, and everything's visible. You can see everything here. But even that, in the mornings, it's like, sometimes I won't see it all. And I'll forget about certain ones. And later in the day, I might think about something that would have matched my outfit better or something, you know? It's like, so obviously this is kind of a sweet spot for me. Like, I could even have less and be happy. I don't think more than like the 20 to 25 range. I don't think I would need that personally for my perfume collection. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I am not thinking about getting rid of any of these except that fucking Coconut Bliss spray crap. Like, this is probably gonna have to go. This was an impulsive purchase. It was like less than $5. I don't hate the smell, but it's very 12-year-old girl. So, I don't know. Okay, what else do I have to say about perfumes? You can make your own. You really can. And it's really fun. I love it. I love making my own. I have made, earlier this year, Michael ran out of one of his favorites, and he decided that, because the B-Pal, like, perfumes in the general catalog, the price has gone up in the last year. It used to be like $20 a bottle for their general catalog scents, and now it's like $30 a bottle most of the time. So he thought it wasn't worth it to get a whole other bottle. His favorite is Tombstone by B-Pal. So I made him a dupe. And it turned out really good, actually. He likes it. And so, yeah, I'm proud of myself because, you know, he thought it wasn't worth it to get a replacement bottle. I would have bought him one. You know, I would have bought him one. No problem. But I just decided to try to make one first, because that's another thing I'm trying to do. You know, my whole no-buy situation is like, it needs to be a last resort to order something on the internet. I want to go through every other possible option first before I buy something on the internet. And that's just kind of the way I want to live my life. Like, this no-buy is not ending at the end of 2024. I actually started on the winter solstice last year, so it's not ending on fucking Christmas, or this winter solstice, you know, a couple of days before Christmas. It's not ending, it's continuing, but, because this is just the way I want to live my life. But, in any case, like, in that particular instance, I was able to make him a dupe of his favorite B-Pal, his only B-Pal, like, let me just grab it. This is his empty bottle. I was using it as a sniff test. Tombstone. It's a really good one. It's one they've had since like the beginning. It's one of their signature scents, kind of. It definitely didn't work on me. I first got a sample of it, and he tried it on and he loved it, so I bought him a full bottle years ago. But he finally ran out this year, and I made him a dupe. And it's not bad. I put it in my one of my old clove cigarettes bottles that I had emptied, so it has a little bit of clove cigarette residue. I did a good job. Even just like smelling them right now, side by side, I did a good job. So he's got almost a full bottle of Tombstone dupe that I made. Tombstone Experiment 724. I'm proud of that. Yeah, so I've made, you know, I've had a good year. I've had a good year. I have made some perfumes. I have experimented with some different things. I have mostly resisted decluttering. Like, a few of those perfumes that I had, that I showed you from that little box over here, are ones that I really don't wear very often, but it's nice to be able to get out some scents and try them out every once in a while, you know? I'm allowing myself to have a little bit more than I need, and that's part of my minimalishness. I'm not a minimalist because I have more than I need, but it's tricky with me, with the way that my brain works. I have to find the sweet spot number between, you know, having variety, but not having so much variety that it's overstimulating for me. So I really don't think I would want more than this, she says when she's got 2 more bottles coming. But, you know, that's manageable. Those will easily fit in that little box if I don't choose to keep them out, which hopefully I will like them enough that I will want to keep them out. Hopefully. That's the plan. I really did. Like at first, I was going through that collection and I was just adding so many things to the cart because so many things sounded cool and interesting and I definitely wanted to smell them. But the problem is I wanted to smell them. I didn't necessarily want to own them. And I'm, you know, I don't have enough money to just buy everything that sounds interesting to me. I have to be more discerning than I would otherwise like to be, you know? Because if I could just buy 10 every year that sound interesting to me and just like give away whatever I don't like, I mean, I could do that, I guess, but that's just so much money because they're like $30 a bottle. That's just so much money. Like I would not want, I could save up all year and do that. Maybe I'll choose to do that next year. But for this year, I did what was reasonable for me right now with my budget, which is buying 3. So maybe I'll give you a little update video on those 3 or something if anybody's interested. But usually my perfume collection videos do not get any views, so I doubt anyone will really care. But thanks for being here if you chose to watch this one.